As geopolitical risk increases, the price of gold rises and the equity markets drop as investors buy bonds. What is happening in the markets today? The equities markets had a very bad day today, just across the board. Not in terms of single day drops, but in terms of the bearish patterns that are starting to be confirmed throughout the market. I want to start with SPY. I have a broadening ascending wedge here. I've been following it very closely. You'll see these yellow arrows marking a double top and also signaling a partial rise through this pattern, which is a bearish trend. And you can see when the price closed below outside of the pattern that there was a bounce back up, a pullback, but it was very short-lived, and today we had this decisive drop, and this is exceedingly bearish. There might be some support down here at the 430 level. We will see. Another red day tomorrow could send the price tumbling down to $419 in the short term. Longer term, there's another target at $404. The RSI here is starting to heel down, and that's not looking great. Volume was pretty low, implied volatility is coming up. This does not look like a bullish reversal of any sort. I need to see a very strong pull back into the pattern again to start feeling optimistic about the price of the SPY. Let's go and look at a Dow Jones here. DJX. Sure. You can see that we have this. Is this a megaphone? An ascending, broadening top, maybe? It's interesting. However you want to analyze it, this lower trend line has been broken through, and the price did close outside of it, which it hasn't done for quite some time. You can see that this looks a little stronger than the SPY, but we have a similar bearish breakout, it appears, and the RSI similarly is keeling over while implied volatility is rising. Another red day like this tomorrow would bode very bearishly for the Dow. Let's keep moving. Let's just keep going. Let's go to the Russell 2000. Here we are. You can see the Russell 2000 has been in a downtrend, and what happened today is a corrective uptrend was broken through, and the price has now closed. Another red day tomorrow in the Russell 2000 will confirm a continuation of this bearish trend, and that is looking just that's so bearish. 1, 2, 3, 1, and then probably is going to go down for another dip, another dive. The RSI here keeling over as implied volatility is rising, but not as pronounced. What I missed? The NASDAQ. Let's go ahead and find the NASDAQ 100 NDX. You can see there is an uptrend here and a couple of downtrends, and this downtrend has really just been absolutely brutally taking the stocks lower here. And today we had a big drop below and close, and that effectually is threatening to break this uptrend as well. You can see a close just below that low. Another red day tomorrow, as with all the other indexes, would indicate a further bearish continuation. And what's really concerning is bad news about what's going on with Russia and the Ukraine, or even just federal interest rate hikes could potentially bring on another big sell-off in the equities markets. And listening to Munger yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember, it's just so bearish to hear this guy talk about the excess and how we could be facing a Japan-style, not recession, but bear market in our equities markets, or another depression-style recession. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty bearish on the charts, and to hear that Berkshire Hathaway just can't tolerate to buy anything, that's really hard for me too, because doing my fundamental analysis, I find that most everything that I've looked at has been overvalued. So what does that mean? I don't want to think about it too much. I'll let it play out and just analyze it while it does. Trying to predict the future will only inflect my bias. So what we have though currently is the bearish trends about to be confirmed for continuation, and so I'm watching for that moving forward. Let's look at some individual stocks. We'll start with AMC. That's everyone's favorite. Here we go. How did AMC to do? AMC is not totally impervious to market movements, you can see here, and I was actually more bullish on this stock than it's been doing. You can see I was expecting a breakout and then a rise higher before a test of another downtrend, but today's move actually takes most of this off the board. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a blank chart again, And well, as you can see, that falling wedge did well. Let's open up the 15 minutes really quick. Double bottom, bullish consolidation, breakout. Ooh, and then this downtrend. This is not looking great. There is a chance that this could recover and the price could bounce, but honestly, it's not looking that way. It's not looking that way. And really what I want to do is take this low and draw an uptrend. Okay, so this is really what we're going to have to see before we go full bear here, is understand that this corrective trend could last for a while. The price could even drop down this far before bouncing and still recover and make a bullish move. So it's not bearish yet. I'm still neutral on AMC and I'm not trading it. Nope, not until it goes one way or the other, because it's just too volatile. The volatility in the markets is high and AMC is notoriously volatile. So I'm keeping my hands off of it. So that's what I got for AMC. I don't know. It's looking, man, that daily chart, oof. Oof, it's just heavy. Okay, let's talk about American Eagle Outfitters next, because American Eagle Outfitters suffered a pretty steep sell-off today as well. Kaboom! There is a horizontal level of support that the price did just barely pass. Turning on my daily drawings will be a little more easy. Here we go. Turning on my daily drawings, you can see this falling wedge and this uptrend, which broke today. Yeah, that's a breakout. Volume was low, sure, but that's significant. That's a significant drop. So yesterday I was saying, I think, you know, it's possible we're going to see this keep traveling through the range of this falling wedge before the breakout. And today was just a nasty sell-off. Moving into GNPX. I have been anticipating a drop to $2 in GNPX, which hasn't happened yet. You'll see today that the price did let go of that uptrend that it has been following for a few days now, for a couple weeks even, and finding some horizontal support at that 220 level. I think that's a great place for it to bounce, should it find the ability to do so. Zooming out, you can see the RSI here keeling down. Yeah, GNPX also not invulnerable to market movements. There it is. Let's talk about another one on my list here. What I really want to focus on is gold. Whew! Yes. Show me some green! Yeah, that's nuts. What is this? This, I believe, is a breakaway gap. A breakaway gap, yes. And that is exceedingly bullish. So let's find and identify that horizontal level through here. You can see there's a lot of congestion. The price has moved up here before once and tumbled down, reached up, failed to break out, but now we see a clean break and a push higher in GLD. This is crazy. Look at this powerful move, this absolute perfect turning point, this reversal from that very short downtrend, little corrective dump, and then boom, this bullish daily candle, and now a bullish gap. Now this candle isn't necessarily very bullish. It really could go either way based on the candle, but reading into it, I see good above volume, above average volume. I see implied volatility reaching relative new highs, and the RSI is about to go into that overbought region, which for me is not a bearish sign at all. It just means that gold's in the bulls, is moving in the favor of the bulls. Momentum is very bullish. This is nuts. Wow, look at gold go. I wonder if I can get gold up here on the spot gold. I don't think I can. No. But what we will do is we will go to gold futures. Whoa, another very that's a bullish candle. Look at that. If those aren't bullish meeting lines, I don't know what is. That's incredible. That is a big push up. $1,900.70, closing above 1900. That's a big deal. Let's go out to the weekly here and let's talk about why that level is so important. You can see that there is a level of horizontal support and resistance here, and I'm going to go ahead and just chart that. It's probably right there. I think that's the best spot for it, because if I go back here, there's some tails. Yeah, bullish meeting lines right there, and then some tails. Yeah, that looks really good. So, whoo, look at that. Right on the cusp of that level. Another bullish day in gold will confirm a bullish move and a trend higher. So, wow. Let's go take a look at Etsy, because I've been following Etsy too. You can see Etsy today. Oh, that's the weekly. But it is yeah, that's a dump. Oof, that's a bearish dump. So the street is making money, or you know, the street is correct or whatever to say, hey, consider shorting the stock this week. It is dropping. I mean, let's be honest. If Russia actually invades Ukraine, shorting anything would have been profitable this week. So whatever. Moving on from Etsy and onto Facebook, because I'm watching Facebook. Ooh, yeah. That's a nice little dump, isn't it? I've been watching the price of Facebook here take an absolute... Yeah, Facebook can absolutely go straight down, and I am happy about that. I'm still holding that long put. That's what I have for today's video. Sorry it's so bleak. It's just there's so much going on. I can't even believe what I'm seeing. It's like... Oh man, I'm just gonna wait for it to happen and just follow it. Most of my portfolio is in gold right now. I got in before these price rises up, so I'm sitting pretty well. I got a long put on Facebook, which is great. I exited most of my American Eagle position before it dumped and moved it into gold. So overall, I'm doing well given the circumstance. I am afraid that we're gonna have a bad news Friday tomorrow. Whew. Stay safe. Happy trading.
And the reality is that people are dying. Children are dying, right? There are going to be women walking around this country with brittle bones in 60 years because Facebook made choices to not stop its algorithms from driving women towards anorexia content.